Thank you for joining today with Wandering Fox Tarot, and we will have another pick a card reading today. Please remember to like and subscribe, as well as leaving a comment below if this message resonates with your situation. I do also offer readings on Etsy if anyone wants a more personalized message to them. Please keep in mind this is a collective intuitive reading. Please take the messages that resonates and leave the rest. Thank you so much, and we'll get to it. Hello and welcome to Wandering Fox Tarot. I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading for love and relationships today. We have 5 piles to choose from. The first one is Raven Goddess with the grapes. Then we have Sisterhood of Silk Road with a seashell. Snow Queen with a quartz mushroom. And an orange or yellow flower with Nyx. Then we have turquoise with the Mind Garden. So I'm going to give you just a few moments to pick your card, but before we dive into it, I do want to let you know that I am not a therapist, I am not a doctor, I am not a lawyer or any of those high professionals, so if you feel that you need to seek professional advice, please do. This is just a fun pick a card reading based on intuition. Alright, we are going to get into our first reading. Alright, if you came here today for pile number 1, Raven Goddess with the grape clusters, this is going to be your reading today. We are going to start with some initial cards. I got this beautiful tablecloth that is actually velvet. So if you see me having a hard time moving my cards around, that is why. It is a blessing and a curse at the same time. All right. So as we get into this reading, please keep in mind that everybody's situation is different. So since this is a general reading, please take what resonates and leave the rest. As I'm pulling these cards, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Maybe having some of your being a bit nearsighted. I feel like I'm getting a strong message for somebody that one or both individuals may be coming out of a bad situation, a former relationship, and that is still kind of hiding in the corners somewhere, and it's preventing currently from entering into this Ten of Cups phase, which is like happiness and unity and completion of the relationship. I do also see that there is an ending in the near future. For some folks, that might leave a feeling of wishing there was more to show for some past situations. And I just realized that I have this down below. Let's get a better image for you. All right. So yeah, Two of Wands. Normally this card represents seeing the world in the palm of your hand. So from the very beginning, it's feeling like what you want is not within reach. We do have some third-party energy, someone trying to prevent things from getting further and being successful. But we do have the Ten of Cups here, just showing that that is a possible path completion for this situation after the death. There may be some disappointment. It might not be all peachy and keen. However, after we get done with this sort of standstill or this shadow energy, then we get the Chariot, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So with that, I'm showing that there will be a union. There will be some sort of a relationship that flourishes, but I also have the Knight of Swords, which is kind of a warning not to rush in or become too agitated based on the surrounding situations, because that can lead to some negative shadow attributes coming into the relationship for sure. And I do want to let you know that over here, the Raven Goddess, that's all about demanding authenticity, new beginnings, mystery, and our shadow self. So this actually blends in perfectly. I do want to let you know that at the bottom of these cards, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So it feels like eventually there's a burden that is being lifted. So if you are in a situation where there's maybe some bumps in the road, have faith that there could be a silver lining in this situation. I am going to grab another couple set of cards just in regards to you and this person. Is there any messages that need to be told for this person's energy? All right, we're going from not enough to abundant. So we're still seeing that there is kind of a rough road ahead, but it can lead to a positive mindset and manifesting what you want, and having gratitude for what you have. That is very important if you would like to grow anything. It's kind of a universal law. All right, do we have two more messages? I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want to date. So this person definitely has feelings for you, which is great because that's why we're here. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling. Has block, restraint. So that could be talking about this block over here. They could be wanting to get closer to you, but right now they can't because of this third-party situation that's kind of getting in the way of them being their authentic self. Do we have a time message for pile number one? What do we need to know about time? I feel like this one is a good one. Take time to breathe out. So take it slow. That's what I'm hearing. We have two more. Believe in the impossible and your commitment is being tested. All right, so don't allow this third party. It kind of feels like both parties might be coming out of a former relationship. And let's be real, that can be difficult sometimes. And at times there can be people hanging around that really want to continue a relationship that just isn't healthy anymore. So yes. All right, I have some message cards that I'm going to be shuffling. Please keep in mind I kind of made them myself, so they look a little cheesy, but they do the job just well. I don't know who I am yet. Oh, I'm toxic. Save yourself. I only want you. Losing cards over here. You caught my attention, but I am keeping my options open. So yeah, that's still definitely very much saying that there is still a third-party connection here. And I think that that third-party connection, whether it's your past partner or their past partner, has some toxicity that is still in the environment. Your person doesn't know who they are yet. They're trying to figure out who they are and where they go from here. I only want you. I feel like this card is a little strong for this pile. Let's see. Can I get one more message card in regards to the I only want you? Girl with a snake, empath, narcissist, per diem, being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. Okay, so there could have been some extreme codependency, and sometimes when you're around someone who is in a dark way for a long period of time, that can kind of seep into your environment and your own energy. And you can kind of carry it around with you until you release all of that completely. I don't necessarily think that it is your person that is the toxic person. However, if you spend enough time around toxic people, it can be hard to let that go, even though it's so bad for you. Sometimes it's hard to realize how bad and toxic it is for you, because you're blinded by the moment. You're kind of tricked into thinking that something is helping or healthy when it's really not. And then I see you caught my attention, but I'm keeping my options open. So they might still be drawn to this third party. They might still want that third party. It's for your person, they may have not been the one who broke off the relationship. Or maybe it's your former partner that still wants to be in this energy. But I definitely think that whatever was past needs to be done so that you can move into this better energy over here. I am going to draw one of the Whispers of Aloha. I'm so sorry. Whispers of Aloha. What does pile number 1 need to know? Oh. Strive for opportunity. Use your gifts to open doors to new endeavors. So that kind of tells me that if you focus on yourself, if you focus on what you want, what you need, then you can definitely get somewhere in a more natural approach. Have your new beginning. Maintain your mystery. Work with your shadow. Understand that if you were previously in a relationship that was not extremely healthy for you, you might still have some of that energy that you're taking with you, and keep that in mind with new potential relationships as well, because you want to make sure that you're keeping your energy as clear and abundant as possible moving forward in a new chapter. All right, pile number 1, this is your reading, and we are going to move forward with pile number 2. All right, pile number 2. If you chose Sisterhood of the Silk Road as well as the Seashell, the Sisterhood of the Silk Road is all about wanderlust, adventure, fortune, connections, and gratitude. So as I was putting together this pile, I actually got a quick image in my mind of a mutual acquaintance that I just met recently, and they are pregnant. So I'm getting a pretty big message of fertility that could relate to some of you, whether it is a wish for fertility or actual fertility. Interesting. That was a card from pile number 1. Actually, that is funny. I had the Empress just popping out a second ago. It felt like it was something that needed to stay. I'm going to pull these cards up a little bit so that we can see the whole spread. My cards are getting away with me. Wow. I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like a really, really powerful and positive reading so far. Well, it's getting a little bit of frantic energy as I'm shuffling. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love this reading for you. So yes, I'm still getting that strong pull for pregnancy and fertility. And whether that is not physical pregnancy, maybe that is a question about a project being fertile, finances being fertile. Take it how it resonates. But yeah, I really see that you are seeing the world in the palm of your hand. We definitely got this Empress situation, and then shooting into the future, like, quickly. We also have the Ace of Wands, so you're taking big actions to get what you want. You're making the right decisions. Now, this card here, sometimes I see this as betrayal, as misfortune, but the way that I'm seeing it with your surrounding cards, this is a warning not to get downhearted if things aren't moving forward as quickly as possible. There might be a time period that is going to be a little bit slower than usual, and that's okay. Don't get too caught up in perfection and having things enter into your life exactly when you want them to, because the universe doesn't work that way. Sometimes it takes some time for your goals and your wishes to come forward, and that doesn't mean that you're not going to get what you want. It just means that the universe knows the right time for it to come in for you. And I'm getting the Six of Wands, so there's a very important relationship that has to do with this question in this relationship love reading. It's someone that you've been with for a while, someone that you have known for a while, someone that just comes in and kind of completes you in a way. But you know each other. You know each other from the back of your hand. And then we have the Star, which is a wish coming true. And then we have Nine of Pentacles. You are just a very fortunate person. You are going to have a very fortunate experience with an upcoming relationship. And please remember, don't try and speed this up. Don't try and, Google eye every person in the grocery store, because this is going to come in when it's naturally supposed to. And just because it isn't happening right now doesn't mean that you don't have an amazing future ahead of you. And same with if you are in a relationship and it's feeling a little bit slow moving, a little stagnant, or you've been together for a really long time and they just haven't popped the question. All of it is coming. There's going to be so much love and fertility in this situation. It just is a very positive reading, and I'm very happy about it. All right, let's get some message cards for group number 2. We have the Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Very important, especially for those that are seeking pregnancy. Your body kind of has to be less stressed out sometimes in order for those things to actually come into fruition. I experienced that as well with my pregnancy. Not that I was trying at the time, but I ended up going on a vacation and my body would just seem to be so relaxed and happy, and they were like, now is the time. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. Clock, need time, takes time. In time, cycles, time heal, and progress. Girl with a snake, empath and narcissist per diem, being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. So this might just be a reminder for people who are in that standstill period not to rush folks into making the decisions that you want. Sometimes that can be unhealthy and it can lead us to losing what we want, especially in relationships where people have been together. Oh, so sorry. People have been together for a very long time. I was having a hard time talking there, so maybe it's a conversation that's been going for a while, and you guys are having a hard time like actually discussing or nailing down a date and a plan and a how-to for moving forward with the relationship. But yes, I'm seeing beauty. I am seeing allow time to unfold the way that it is supposed to, and don't get caught up in the fear that this isn't going to happen, because it will. You are headed towards a very fertile period. There is going to be happiness and joy and love. All right, so get some quick message cards. I already told pile number 1, but I will tell you as well that I actually made these cards, so they're a little cheesy, but they work for the purpose that we are here for. Okay. I am in a relationship. I can't wait to wake up next to you. Let's get 2 more messages. Why are you so mad? Oh, sorry. Losing my cards. Oh, I miss you. And then your eyes make me weak. Yeah, so I think this is kind of confirming that for at least a lot of you that you are actively in a relationship, and that you guys are just feeling that slow bump in the road where you're like, is this going to turn into what I want it to? Or should I be worried? And then I have I can't wait to wake up next to you, which is kind of just feels like your partner is saying like, no, I want to be here. I'm here for the long haul, and I still love waking up next to you. Why are you so mad? And this one kind of reminds me of over here, where like maybe you feel like it's taking longer than it is supposed to, and you're a little concerned that this isn't going to pan out in the way that you were hoping originally. And I really just want to let you know that slow your roll, allow things to unfold the way that they're supposed to. People all work at their own pace, so it could be a blessing that's unfolding and you just don't see it yet. And then I miss you. So I don't know if this is someone that is possibly away from you from time to time, or if they just, every time they walk away, they miss you, and they might keep in touch through text and call, and when they are away from you, they just want to hear your voice. All right, we're gonna get one more card from the Whispering Aloha. I just really love these cards because they're so colorful and beautiful. Just one card, please. Oh, it's really not wanting it. Oh. All right, a chance to share. Authentic connection deepens love, healing, and understanding. All right, I really think that you guys are in the time frame that you're supposed to be. Take things slow, allow things to unfold the way that they want to, so that there aren't any misunderstandings or hurt feelings over a time frame, because everyone has their own time schedule. They have their own system, and some of us just move a little slower than others. Doesn't mean that we're not taking things seriously. Personal issue reaches resolution. So yeah, you guys are going to work through that. Confidence is your key to success. Just remember that you guys are both in this for the right reasons. Your commitment is being tested. I feel like every relationship reading I do has this in it, and that's true. We all have tests in our relationships all the time. Some are better than others. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Let's lose some of the need to be perfect and have everything happen on the time that you want it to. Let's just release that and let things naturally flow the way that they are supposed to. Feel free to follow us for more readings like this, and I hope that you have a wonderful and beautiful day, because I definitely see that you have a wonderful and prosperous future. Thank you. Pile number 3, I'm so sorry. We had a brief technical issue, and I'm not sure how far we got through this, so I'm going to do a quick run through in case I need to chop up this video and make sure that you got all of the messages. So before, I was letting you know that I'm getting a very independent, single energy, a very powerful energy. So introspection, taking a leap of faith, but that leap of faith is in yourself, so you can get the wishes and wants that you need. Over here, I'm showing that you're very abundant in this time, and if you're not right now, you will be in the future in this independent energy. And then down below here, we have the 6 of Pentacles, so someone coming in and showing some charity, some gratitude, and giving energy, helping you fill your cup up. But you need to make sure that you're relying on yourself to fill the cup up, because you don't really need, you shouldn't need anyone else to do that for you. But if there's someone that comes into your life with good energy and they're willing to give, and you guys can have a give and take, that is perfectly normal, healthy, and be cautious of falling into a trap of someone using this giving nature to hide as a mask under them having, I'm so sorry. Someone could be using their giving nature as a mask for their true nature. So please make sure that you are using your intuition, and that gut feeling that you have, in order to turn away from anyone who is hiding behind a mask that is going to come out with some really different energy in the future. All right. I'm going to draw a couple of cards because it's you are here in this pick a card reading for love and relationships. So you either already have someone on your mind, or you're curious about who will be coming forward in the near future. I do see someone, let's see, talking, interested, conversing more. Awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hoovering. So you are likely talking to the person that you are here today for, or you're waiting for them to reach out to you. So you might have taken an initial step of showing interest, and you're waiting to see if they actually follow through. I like you. So your person does like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting. Oh, I got the axe, but it was in the reverse. So breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. But I have it reversed. So it might be possible that you stepped away from whoever this is, or maybe you were in a relationship with them in the past and you guys had to separate for whatever reason, so that you could find yourself and have that introspective stage where you're trying something new, wanting something different, but you might be communicating with them again, and sometimes that's okay. Sometimes we need to readjust and realign. All right, coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So yeah, this is definitely someone that you've either been with before or someone that you see regularly in your life. I'm going to do one more, you guys. I'm really interested in this energy. Pile number 3. What do you need to know about your person? Okay. The chaser. Chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. So that could have been the separation. The fear of abandonment left both of you abandoning ship. And here we are again, maybe coming to our senses and thinking, hey, maybe we got a little too dramatic and we need to reevaluate the situation because I miss you. All right, do we have some messages about time frame? I'll take that. It's time to release negativity. Yes. Anytime you're stepping into a relationship with someone that you used to be in a relationship with, you have to make sure that you are giving it a fresh start, a fresh go, that you're not harboring resentments. They're going to pop out later. And then time to breathe out. I swear that is The commitment being tested has literally been in every single reading today. I'm not sure. I just think that it's a reality of relationships, honestly. Our commitment is always being tested. Because we all have freedom of choice and freedom of will. You are good enough. Yes, let's release this of abandonment issues, fear of being left or leaving. Leave it behind. You know, if you need to readjust and make adjustments with each other or leave in the future, it's okay. It's okay to be by yourself. You don't need to fear that. It's okay to be with other people if they are uplifting and really wanting to do better in their life, and you want to do better in your life, and you guys can uplift each other equally. That is amazing. Don't be too stubborn about this independent energy. But also be cautious of people with masks. What does pile number 3 need to hear from their person? You make me laugh. All right. So you guys might get each other's humor. Holy cow. I'm going to put these back, and if they come out again. I have another person on my mind. And keep in mind, that could be anyone, anything. They could have a lot of work situations. They could have a mother that's ill. I don't know why that came out. Or just have something else going on. So you make me laugh. I have another person on my mind. So they might have some life stuff going on that is kind of taking them away from taking that big leap right now. They're just like, oh, I really like the idea of this, but I don't know if I am in a time or a space that this is going to be positive for both of us at this point. I think I like you, but I'm taking it slow. Yes, so if this is a rekindling of a past relationship, then they're wanting to make sure that things are resolved before they hop into that steady and long-term relationship feeling that was present before. And I'm getting red flags from you. I think this is more like I'm hoping to not get red flags from you, but because there's already been red flags in a previous situation with you, like I'm taking it slow because I don't want to get left out in the cold. You don't want to get left out in the cold, and we really just want to make sure that we're sure about this situation before we move forward. All right, do we have any advice for pile number 3? I'm hearing coffee shop. Not sure if you work at a coffee shop or they work at a coffee shop or you guys regularly went to a coffee shop. Strive for opportunity. Use your gifts to open doors to new endeavors. So yeah, you get to open that door. It's their decision whether they want to walk through it. Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, your independence, your strive for better things. You're in a very fertile period. And be cautious about masks. Whether it's you putting on a mask and saying, hey, I'm over this, but you're really not. Or them putting on a mask and saying, hey, I'm going to change. And things are going to be different, but they're not. or just, I'm not sure. I just definitely feel like this is something you guys have tried before. I definitely think that there is a positive energy between the two of you, and that in order for this to work, you both need to maintain your independence and let things move slowly. Don't jump in full speed. Maintain your inner strength, and things will progress in a natural way, whether it's with this person or another. All right. Thank you, pile number 3. All right, pile number 4. If you chose Nyx and the orangish yellow flower, this is the reading for you. So your first card, Nyx, that is all about embracing the unknown, feeling comfortable in the silence, respecting privacy, and timing of a situation, as well as trusting your intuition. I already got a card out. 6 of Wands, victory. So it looks like you are headed in a successful direction with a relationship that is currently going. Let's see. Justice. You're really going to be reaping the rewards of what you're sowing. Yeah, 10 of Cups. That's healthy. That's good. Let me put these back. I had a few fall out, but I'm not sure if they belong to you, and if they do, they'll come back out again. Ooh, that's a lot. I'm getting introspection. I'm getting a lot of, like, images of rebirth. Knight of Cups. Your person might not be really good at communicating their feelings, and sometimes that's okay. They have more of a rigid nature, which isn't always horrible. Sometimes that's responsible. Maybe not showing all of their cards yet. The Hierophant. Yeah. Your person is very, I don't want to say blocked off, but they're very serious about, maintaining their emotions, and not being vulnerable all the time, or maybe ever. Maybe this is something you guys think about. I'm getting Temperance. You might have to use some patience in this situation if this is what you truly want, just based on their energy and being kind of blocked off. If you want this to be successful, you're going to have to be very patient and almost like sneak in through the back door. All right, but when I just put this down, I did get the Lovers. So they definitely want that energy. They're wanting a relationship, but I think that emotions are just a bit scary for them. And I wanted to say, like, scary for them right now, but I think this might just be a reserved personality, which is sometimes happens, and sometimes that's fine. I swear, this card has literally showed up on every reading, and I'm not quite sure that it's special. I think that it just, in relationships, you're always going to be tested. Can I get 2 more cards? Oh, yes, I did. Time to breathe out, and it's time to release negative energy. I swear, all of these cards are just popping out for everybody. Other than one pile, I think they had some different cards. But they are still true to your situation, so we are going to take them. Now, is there anything that pile number 4 needs to know about their person and this energy? We are getting a reserved energy. I like you. See, they do like you. You don't have to worry about that, at least. Even with the reserved energy, it doesn't mean that they like you any less. Wedding rings. Yeah, I really just think that's their personality. Don't take it personally. Lightning. Sudden change, shocking. News, surprise, epiphany, transformation. And then we have the palm tree. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. I kind of like this reading. So this isn't what you see in an extremely like exciting and unstable relationship, because let's be real, all of those relationships where we get like extreme butterflies, those sometimes should be our red flags. This person that you're with is showing that they're very grounded, or that you're talking to. I apologize. Everyone's going to be in different situations, so take it as it resonates. They're just showing very stable and slow-moving energy. They're like, hey, I like you. Let's move forward in a successful direction. Let's do it responsibly. Let's lay down a steady foundation. And there's no question here whether there is a want for this to flourish and be a positive thing. It's just a matter of knowing, I guess. They don't need to sweep you off your feet. They're laying a good foundation. Let's get some message cards for pile number 4 and their stable person here. I'm not interested. And I think that is speaking to maybe you're concerned that they might be interested in something else because they're not showing all of these. I'm choosing my head over my heart. Yeah. So he or she is not interested in looking anywhere else, is what I'm getting from this card. They're choosing their head over their heart. And that is just in regards to their life decisions. They're not going to be like flying off the handle for something new. Oh, I was losing my cards over here. Are you sure you can handle me? This is more just in regards to, like, can you take me as I am? Hold on. All right. One more card as a message for pile number 4. You caught my attention, but I'm keeping my options open. I really just don't feel like this belongs here. Let me see. I'm going to try one more card. It just doesn't feel right. Spirit says no. I can't wait to wake up next to you. All right. I know it always feels weird when someone like throws out a card and then takes it back, but it just didn't feel good with this situation. And that's not like toxic positivity coming out, but by all means, if that one card that flew out means something to you, feel free to keep it and use that in any way that you feel is intuitively necessary. But I'm getting a more stable vibe from this pile that you're like in this for the long haul. You're wanting responsibility, you're wanting stability, you're wanting to start a life with someone and a chapter, new chapter where you're settling down. And I think they're ready for that too, but just don't get confused by not being swept off your feet, because sometimes that is not necessarily the healthiest person that's going to do that. A lot of times when people are love bombing and like doing all of these crazy things, it's because they're trying to hide something else. This person is just like, look, this is who I am, this is where I am, and this is what I have to offer. Can you take me as I am, and we can build this beautiful life together? That's what I'm getting from it. All right, pile number 4. This is your reading. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions, or if you were just feeling the reading. Thank you. All right, pile number 5. If you chose Mind Garden and the Turquoise Stone, this is going to be your card reading in regards to love and relationship. This is going to be a reading on whoever you have on your mind. I'm going to throw these back in here. I've been getting some repeat cards, and I'm really curious how your pile is going to go. All right, pile number 5. Uh-oh, too many. Well, I am you might be in a struggle period right now. Oh, okay. We got the Page of Wands. And we have the Two of Pentacles. You're coming out of kind of a very difficult period. Actually, I'm going to keep this down. It feels right. Okay. Ooh. Anxiety. I am feeling anxious. I feel like there's been a lot of tears shed regarding this person or this situation. Restless nights. Feeling like you're missing something. Feeling like you're not being optimistic about this person, this situation, and what's going on in the relationship. And then we also have the Knight of Swords in reverse, and this really talks about kind of a mean and arrogant person. Maybe pushy. This person is pushy, or has been pushy in the past. And then over here, I'm getting the Knight of Wands. I'm getting the Page of Wands. Getting the Page of Swords. I'm showing that you are resetting your boundaries, and you're resetting your intentions for what you look for in a relationship, because this one doesn't feel good. And maybe you don't know that yet. Sometimes we can get stuck in a situation where it's like people test your boundaries so slowly that you don't even realize it's happening. But you're feeling out of balance just based on the whole situation. And you're trying to start over. You're trying to start fresh and move forward ahead with willpower and strength. So that you can get some more balance for yourself and get out of this relationship that's kind of a bit upside down. Maybe the other person is not giving as much to it as you have been. Maybe they've been overstepping boundaries, overstepping communication. We have the Page of Swords here and the Ace of Swords. So like, you're looking for honesty, you want truth, and you're willing to fight for it. Which tells me that this relationship has been lacking in the honesty and integrity portion. All right. So when is this new start going to happen? When are we going to start maintaining our boundaries and creating new ones? Your commitment is being tested. Like, this is one of those cards that has come out for every single reading. Prosperity lies ahead. That's a new one. Let's get 2 more cards for pile number 5. Oh, too many. I'm feeling this one. Conclusions are within reach. One more. Came out with too many. One more card, pile number 5. Adjustments are required. So you're going to have to work for this. You're going to have to work for this new beginning, this fresh start. I'm not getting the feeling that the person that you're thinking of is your person. I think that there needs to be an evaluation of boundaries and trust, and honesty. And I think that adjustments are required for you to move forward with prosperity, because it does lie ahead. Okay, let's get, are there some messages for pile number 5 that they need to be aware of in this situation with this person? Pile number 5's person, that they are asking about currently. Clock, need time, takes time. In time cycles, time to heal, progress. Yes, walk away, get your bearings about you. Maintain your boundaries and heal. Ooh. I like you. I'm getting a situation in my mind about maybe bully-like behavior in a relationship. Trigger warning, but maybe like DV yelling at each other and those bad boundary decisions. Transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, preparing for union. The butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child and growth. These two cards, preparing for union, healing the inner child. I really think that this is within yourself. Like you need to really think about your own needs and wants. And you kind of have to release that old energy that is getting you in relationships like this that just don't feel very good. The moment I started drawing cards, I felt immediately anxious. It just wasn't a good feeling. I didn't like it for sure. And I definitely think that you're looking for truth and honesty and looking inside of yourself and growing and expanding and preparing yourself for a union that is actually healthy and abundant. That's where your success is going to lie. All right, let's get some message cards for pile number 5. What does pile number 5 need to know about the person that they're asking for in this pile? I'm going to pull this one. I only want you. Is that, once again, sometimes in not so great relationships, that whole want thing, like, are you giving me a choice in the relationship, or do you just want what you want? Are you sure you can handle me? And that's up to you. Maybe not. Maybe you don't want to handle them. Let's get 2 more cards. I'm gonna get some energy out of here because I'm getting a little frantic with my cards here. Hold on 1 second while I readjust. All right. 2 more messages for pile number 5. I am in a relationship. You caught my attention, but I'm keeping my options open. Yeah. I don't like this pile number 5. I'm sorry. So if you are actively with this person, or if they are just someone that is keeping an eye on you, maybe it's just not the time or the place. Maybe we reflect on ourselves and our own personal circumstance, and take a lot of time to figure out who we are and heal that inner child before we enter in with someone, especially if they're giving you red flags from the beginning. It's just not even worth it to try. Sometimes we feel guilty and we're like, oh, well, they seem like such a nice person. If your intuition is telling you to run, girl, just run. Just do it. But what's the worst that can happen? They think you're rude? So be it. If it keeps you safe and protected, they'd forgive you if they truly were a good person. All right, pile number 5. That's all I have for you today. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions or comments about today's reading. Thank you so much. Have a good day.